Okay, we're on the air. Good evening and welcome to Rialto Unified School District Regular Board Meeting of Education, October the 22nd, 2025 at the Dr. John Cazaluna Educational Center, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Board member present, Dr. Stephanie Lewis, President, Joseph W. Martinez, Vice President, Mr. Edgar Montes, Clerk, Evelyn P. Dominguez, LVN, Member, DeCara Williams, Member, okay, Interim Superintendent, Dr. Judy White. Any individual who required disability-related accommodation or modification, including auxiliary aids and service, in order to participate in the board meeting should contact the superintendent in writing. Call to order at 5:31, open session. We have a motion to move into closed session.
Make a motion to move into closed session.
As provided by law, the following items for discussion and consideration at the closed session of the board meeting: public employee employment, discipline, dismissal, release, reassignment of employees, Government Code Section 54957, student expulsion, reinstatements, expulsion enrollment, conference with labor negotiator, agency designated representative, Dr. Judy White, interim superintendent, Dr. Denise Ellis, associate superintendent, human resources, employee organization, California School Employees Association, Chapter 203, CSEA, Rialto Education Association, REA, Communication Workers of America, CWA. Pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D and or D3, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure litigation, number of potential claims 1, review liability claim number 25-2608, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to subdivision D, 2, and E of section 54956.9, claim relating to salary 1 case. Comments on a closed session agenda items. Any person wishing to speak on any items of the closed session will be granted 3 minutes. Okay. Vote by board members to move into closed session. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Time is 5:33. Okay, so do we have a motion for welcome back, adjournment out of closed session?
I'll make a motion to adjourn closed session.
Okay, I have a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
7:01. All right, please join me in welcoming Wyatt Turner, a fourth grade student at Warner Elementary School and a grandson of Charlotte and Warner, our school namesake, who will lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, our Warner Stars will present a folklore dance, El Toro Mambo, the Bull Mambo. Woo! Oh, that's cute.
Sale el toro, ahí viene el toro. Lo que yo quiero es torear.
Assistant Principal Davis Cuevas, and Joanne Warner. Parents and daughters of our school, namesake Charlotte and Warner, and our amazing families for being here tonight. Thank you. Another round of applause. They were great. Gold stars. Okay. We have a report out of session.
Yes, the Board of Education approved the payment of $33,103.59 in settlement of an anticipated salary claim for employee executive assistant to the superintendent. The roll call vote was as follows, unanimous. The Board of Education accepted the administrative appointment of George Gondinas, Fiscal Services Manager, effective October 23rd, 2025. The roll call was unanimous. The Board of Education approved an agreement for the resignation of classified employee number 2786515, Lead Safety Intervention Officer, effective May 1st, 2026. The roll call was unanimous. That concludes the report out.
Thank you. Now we move to adoption of the agenda. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Vote by board members. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, we'll have our student board member make our middle school district advisory.
Annalise Sanchez, J. Hugh Middle School.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, Board Education, Interim Superintendent Dr. White, and viewing audience. My name is Annalise Sanchez, the proud ASB President of J. Hugh Middle School. Today I'm representing J. Hugh with Lorenzo Albelo, one of our many great ASB members. J. Hugh's first quarter has been nothing less than successful. Our Jaguars kicked off the school year with PBS rollout and multiple spirit days, where our Jaguars busted out their school spirit and showed it off. We also had our first school dance out of many to come, where our new student DJ Daniel, who rocked it. We have more after-school clubs this year, and there's something for everyone, including Mesa Club, 6th grade only Vibing Club, Sewing Club, Media and Quest Club, and Jiu-Jitsu Club. Consider yourself invited to come see whatever the Jaguars are up to after school, any day of the week. What do you say, Mr. Martinez? Throw on your Cobra Kai gi and join us? We celebrated our football, cheer, and volleyball teams in our first pep rally of the school year with music, friends, cheers, and of course, loads of fun. Next week, our Jaguars are celebrating Red Ribbon Week to show that life is a puzzle and to solve it jug-free. We'll be promoting school spirit starting Monday, where our Jaguars will be wearing black to black out jugs. We'll be continuing with more activities and themes the rest of the week to support that jug-free is the way to be. On October 9th, some of our Jaguars took the bus all the way down to Riverside to the annual STEPCon convention. They enjoyed a day filled with loads of science experiments and science-related activities. The inner engineers were truly shining through. Our volleyball team and our football team had a game this afternoon. I don't know the results yet, but if you hear some loud cheering coming from the direction of Eucalyptus and Randall, it's probably Lorenzo here. He's our school spirit guru. Finally, we're excited to have Mr. Gray return as our new principal. He has introduced J. Hugh Love as one of his terms this year. Love at J. Hugh is learning opportunities, validation, and expectation. I've experienced all four of these tenets here this evening. Gotta admit that I was a little nervous coming up here, but I'm now really feeling that J. Hugh love. Please know that we at J. Hugh are thankful for this opportunity and the love and support we receive from our board and district. Enjoy your evening, everyone, and have a safe and happy Halloween. Thank you.
Bailey Rubin, Rialto Middle School.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, members of the Board of Education, Intern Superintendent Dr. White, and viewing audience. My name is Bailey Rubin, and I'm the proud ASB president of Rialto Middle School, home of the Tigers. I'm so excited to share what we've been up to during our first quarter to bring spirit, pride, and positive energy to RMS. We kicked off the school year strong in August with our welcome tunnel during the entire first week of school. Every morning, ASB students lined up with posters, high fives, and plenty of energy, without coffee, I might add, to cheer on our Tigers as they started the new year. We also hosted lunchtime games for our No One Eats Alone campaign, making sure every student felt included and part of our RMS family. In September, we hosted our first sixth grade dance called The Summer I Turned Into a Middle Schooler. It was a huge hit. We sold around 200 tickets, had amazing music, and even sold out of snacks. I'm not saying middle schoolers love food, but I'm also not saying that. Next up was our RMS Tiger Heroes Unite Spirit Week, where when students showed their school pride and dressed up as their favorite superheroes for Marvel vs. DC Rival Day. I'm happy to report there were no supervillains, just super school spirit. Then we rolled into Hispanic Heritage Month with lunchtime loteria, music, and a themed Spirit Week featuring Dress as Your Favorite Loteria Card Day. The creativity and energy on campus were incredible. It was such a fun way to celebrate culture and community. October has been packed with even more excitement. We celebrated Bullying Prevention Week with another welcome tunnel, this time filled with positive messages of encouragement. Every student received a drug and bully-free bracelet, and our theme was Team Up Against Bullying. Our students and staff showed up proudly in their team gear, reminding everyone that kindness and unity will always win. We also had some amazing leadership opportunities this month. Both ASB and Webb student leaders attended the CAUTA Student Leadership Conference at Orange Vista High School on October 13th. It was inspiring to meet other student leaders from across the region, share ideas, and come back with new ways to make RMS even better than it is. And just a few days later, on October 16th, our ASB students participated in Leadership the Disney Way at Disneyland. We learned valuable leadership lessons about communication, creativity, and teamwork from the happiest place on earth. And yes, I promise we really did take notes in between the churros. Our AVID program has also been doing incredible things this quarter. They started off the year with AVID Signing Night on August 28th with over 100 Tigers and their families in attendance, celebrating their commitment to academic excellence and future success. Led by the amazing Miss Vasquez, our AVID students have already had a busy and exciting start. The 8th graders took a college trip to USC, the 7th graders visited Cal Poly Pomona, and all AVID students attended the UCLA I'm Going to College event at the Rose Bowl, which included a UCLA versus New Mexico football game. And I think it's safe to say college life looks pretty fun. AVID truly helps our students dream big, plan ahead, and get excited about their futures. Now we're gearing up for some big events. Next week is Red Ribbon Week, and our theme is Say Boo to Drugs. We'll have a full week of Spirit Days, lunchtime activities, and a big message about making positive choices. Then, this Friday, October 24th, from 3:30 to 6 p.m., we're hosting our Fall Festival in partnership with Werner Elementary. It's going to be even bigger and better this year with food, games, music, and community fun for all ages. So board members, consider this your official VIP invitation. Come join us for funnel cakes, laughter, and maybe even a turn in our bubble roller race challenge. I'll just say, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's definitely worth the bragging rights. Overall, this first quarter has been packed with teamwork, leadership, and a whole lot of Tiger pride. I'm so proud of our ASB and Webb students, our AVID scholars, our staff, and all the ways we're making RMS a fun and inclusive and spirited place to be. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you at the Fall Festival. Go Tigers!
Olivia Benavides, Kolb Middle School.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, Board of Education, Interim Superintendent Dr. White, and the viewing audience. My name is Olivia Benavides, and I am the proud ASB President of Kolb Middle School. The first quarter of the school year just recently ended, and what a quarter it was. To start off, one of the biggest highlights at Kolb was the arrival of an In-N-Out food truck to celebrate the amazing growth of all the students who went up at least 20 points on both ELA and math CASP tests last year. We had a huge party for over 300 students who made that leap. Last week, we wrapped up our World's Finest Chocolate fundraiser, and we set a new record for ourselves by selling over 1,100 boxes of chocolate. 168 students that sold at least 4 boxes will be able to attend the Knott's Berry Farm field trip next month. Our top seller was Johnny Rivera with an amazing 22 boxes sold.
Whoa.
Today we had our career fair. Cole welcomed many esteemed guest speakers to share with students and answer questions. Students really enjoyed our guests, and we wanted to make sure and thank everyone who attended, especially those of you here with us tonight. At Kolb this year, our ASB team has been making sure kids have had plenty of fun at lunch and throughout the day. We have had a lunch activity every week, including relay races, slime making, and singing with our counselors. We have also had several dress-up days to have fun and show off amazing outfits. These days have included Mexican Independence Day, U.S. Colors Day, School Spirit Colors Day, and Wear Pink on Wednesdays to support breast cancer awareness in October. This year at Kolb, we started a House of Representatives. Each social studies class picked one student to attend a monthly meeting where they could talk about events, problem-solve student issues, and bring concerns or questions that the classmates might have. The principal and the ASB advisor meet with them, and then they report to their classes the following day to share what they have learned. Coming up in the next month at Kolb, we will have our annual Halloween dance, Red Ribbon Week activities, and a giant fall carnival that all family and friends are invited to attend on November 14th. To close, I would like to thank you for allowing me to share all the great things happening at Kolb. As always, Kruger's loud and proud.
Emily Perez, Frisbee Middle School.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, Board of Education, Interim Superintendent Dr. White, and viewing audience. My name is Emily Perez, and I am proud to be the ASB President representing our awesome Falcons at Frisbee Middle School. So far, this school year has been packed with many exciting events. We kicked things off with the first day of school, where we welcomed both our new and returning Falcons back to our nest. Then, on August 13th, we had a super fun back-to-school night where our parents got to meet our awesome teachers and staff while our students had a chance to catch up with their friends. In September, ASB hosted Club Rush, where our students could check out all the awesome clubs we had for them to join, like our Books to Movies Club, the Black Student Union, and College and Career. We also threw a Summers Out Schools In dance so everyone could have fun and reconnect with their friends. Just recently, we had a movie night where we showed The Corpse Bride. It was a great night, and we all had a blast watching the movie together. Coming up, we're getting ready for our Nightmare on Frisbee Street dance, which is going to be happening this Friday. It's going to be spooky, fun, and unforgettable. We're also really excited for our fall festival, where families will have the opportunity to enjoy games, food, music, and just have a great time all together. We'd love for everyone here today to come enjoy the fun on our school campus. Oh, and we're not just about fun events. Our school has been working hard to grow and improve too. Thanks to everyone's efforts, we've seen big progress this year. Attendance has gotten so much better, discipline issues have gone way down, and most importantly, we're top 1 in technology. We've also received lots of positive feedback from our parents, students, and district staff about how welcoming and positive our school feels. Coming along with our awesome sports teams, our cheer club has been spreading around our school spirit everywhere they go. Our football, cross country, and volleyball teams have been showing excellent sportsmanship, pursuing and challenging themselves to victory. Special and proud mention, one of our cross country runners, Leonardo Jimenez, is our first place runner overall in our unified district. We're so proud of everything our Falcons have accomplished so far, and we're looking forward to keeping it up. Thank you all for listening and giving me your time. And as always, hashtag Kaizen to our Falcons and everyone here today.
Hey. Thank you so much. Next, we have a special presentation.
So proud of our kids, right?
Yeah.
Amazing,
It was
amazing.
amazing.
Now it's my turn, right? They put pressure on me. Okay, good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, members of the Board of Education, student board member, interim superintendent Dr. White, and viewing audience. My name is Dr. Manny Burciaga, and I have the honor of serving as Executive Director of Education Services for our Rialto Unified School District. This evening, I am pleased to share an exciting development that will significantly enhance the post-secondary opportunities available to our students, specifically our 2026 high school seniors this year. Tonight, we are proud to formalize a partnership with California State University, San Bernardino. Okay, this partnership will enable eligible Rialto Unified seniors to receive direct admission to this four-year university. This initiative represents a major step forward in our ongoing commitment, okay, to ensuring future readiness in our district. To provide additional context regarding this collaboration, I would like to introduce Dr. David Dufault Hunter, Vice President for Strategic Enrollment, Management, and Marketing at CSUSB, who will share further details about this exciting opportunity.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all. Amazing students. That was awesome. From the dancing to the middle schoolers, giving all of their presentations and information. You guys are college-ready students, at least in my mind. So what is direct admission? Direct admission is a process whereby we will work with the school district to identify students who are A through G eligible, who meet the minimum GPA of 2.5 or higher in order to receive direct admission to CSUSB without submitting an application first. So why is this important? It's important because many students who are thinking about college, or students who qualify for college but don't even think about college, are identified early without ever having to raise their hand necessarily, and they can be offered admission to Cal State San Bernardino. This is a really important initiative, and that is not only being offered to Rialto Unified School District, but there are 6 other school districts in San Bernardino County that are also participating. So we are very excited about being able to offer this pathway to Rialto Unified School District students. What's going to happen is that in the next couple of weeks, we'll receive a list from the Rialto Unified School District that will tell us here are all the students that qualify based on the A through G requirements and a 2.5 GPA, and we will begin to communicate to those students. The other thing that we will do is be working with the school district administration to bring all those students that were directly admitted to our campus so that they can see CSUSB. One of the things that I've noticed in the last couple of days as we've had direct admission events on our campus is that most of the students, regardless of whether they are in Victor Valley or they're at Fontana Unified School District, only about 10% of them have ever stepped on our campus. It's a really important moment because students need to see the place as they make a determination about their future, what it feels like. They get to interact with faculty, they get to eat in the commons, they get to look at the housing opportunities there. So we're very excited and honored to be a part of this relationship with Rialto Unified School District.
Thank you, Dr. Dufault Hunter. Are there any questions? Anything?
This is amazing. This opportunity is something that from preschool, the dream that is risen, and you broke down a barrier access and then the visualizing the manifestation. So we are just proud of this partnership, and for our parents and our students, yes, you can. And it's right in your backyard.
I do have a question. In regards to financial aid, how would we assist our students in, our scholars in for financial aid when it comes to this partnership?
Great question. The first thing is encouraging students and their families to complete the FAFSA. One of the things that you should know as families is that 65% or almost 70% of our students are Pell eligible. And what that means is that you pay no tuition or fees. So a Pell grant will cover tuition and fees. And then usually because you're eligible for a Pell grant, you're also eligible for the state university grant. So it goes beyond tuition and fees. So it helps with books and other kinds of costs related to going to college. So in this past year, our freshman class, 80% of those students paid just $1,000 or less for their entire tuition for that 1 year. So financial aid shouldn't be a barrier for people, for students that want to attend CSUSB, but the first thing they have to do is complete the FAFSA. So anything that the school district can do to build awareness about the FAFSA and its importance and being able to complete the FAFSA, that's a significant thing. The other thing I'll say is we also have institutional scholarships that go on top of the Pell and the state university grant that I mentioned. So those are other opportunities that you can also take advantage of.
What ways what other ways will Cal State University San Bernardino be supporting our Rialto scholars? As I myself struggled through a university, what ways will they be supporting them academically?
Yeah. So you're asking really good questions, by the way. Yeah. The
Scholars are my priority.
That's right. So Cal State San Bernardino, the last couple of years, and again this year, was ranked number 2 in social mobility in the nation. What is social mobility? Social mobility is when a person is able to move from their current economic status to a elevated economic status through education, through job security, and through other kinds of opportunities that allow them to change their financial position. CSUSB, the reason that we're able to do that is because we believe that our main priority for our students is to develop their talent. So the direct admission process says that as long as a student meets the A through G requirements, that means that they have enough preparation to participate in college education. Our task is to develop that talent, and we do that in a couple of ways. The first is that we say, here is the academic standard, and it's rigorous. Everybody must meet that academic standard. That's the bottom line. Because if we don't prepare you for your future by building the skills and the tools and the knowledge you need to secure the kind of job or be participating in the kind of discipline that you're interested in pursuing, then we haven't done our job. The second thing that we do is that we are committed to this very simple idea. Every student has the capacity to reach that rigorous academic standard, irrespective of whether they have had a history of strong academic performance or they come to our campus still waiting to realize that potential. They have the opportunity, and we believe that they can reach that academic standard. The third thing is that we know that can't happen on their own. It can't happen, whether they're a great student or they are a student still waiting to fulfill that potential, they need support. So we build tutoring within all of our first-time freshman classes as they come in, what we call the USTD 1000 courses. All of these courses have embedded tutoring because one of the things that we understand is that unless students are made aware of these resources within the classroom, they often don't take advantage of those resources once they leave the classroom. So these are just a couple of ways, but it's a hugely important question you ask because there's the only way that students can be successful, at least in my mind, is they have to know they have the capacity. They have to be encouraged, and they have to be pushed to reach an academic standard they didn't think they could meet. And they have to be supported all along the way to make sure they have what they need to do to accomplish the things that we've asked them to.
Thank
Welcome.
you. I just want to add that at Rialto Unified School District, we do have the FAFSA workshop at every high school. We also have the Blue Foundation that assists. So the FAFSA is done in group. It's like a group FAFSA party, which makes it bearable. And parents, caregivers are invited, and we've been doing that with our great success of more completion and turned in correctly.
Thank you. At this time, we will officially commemorate this memorandum of understanding between the Rialto Unified School District and California State University San Bernardino as Dr. Dufault, Hunter, Dr. White, okay, Dr. Lewis, okay, will sign this agreement marking the beginning of this impactful partnership.
We want all of our board members to stand around the table with us.
We're part of the board.
Let's have one, yeah, thank you, Mr. Marquez. You can get closer to the table. Can we smile while we're doing it so that we're smiling?
Smile like those dancers, they were amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
Brought joy, didn't they?
We have talent here like you won't believe. Yeah, we're going to do it one at a time. That way they typed it up. Keep smiling. I think now you can look at the, look at what Dr. White is signing with a big smile on your face. Mr. Mingus, come up a little bit. I can't see you. All right, there you go. Okay, look down and smile. I'd like to smile. All right. We did it. And then big smiles, everyone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, how exciting. How exciting. Now, at this time, we will have public comments not on the agenda.
Okay. We have our first speaker, Stephanie Lopez, followed by Erica Cruz Mejia.
Good evening, board members, interim superintendent Dr. White, and board president Dr. Lewis, and viewing audience. My name is Stephanie Lopez, and I'm the CPAC president. My son's name is Tristan Aponte. He requires a one-on-one support aide, and he's a kinder student in a special day class at Dollahan. I don't know what to say or how to feel right now as a parent because I'm upset and emotionally torn for my son. I was originally coming here to speak on the continued safety concerns due to support aide staffing issues I've witnessed for his class. For example, October 16th, the classroom only had one support aide, and she was responsible for bringing in 5 sped kids off the bus and into the classroom by herself. That was also the day of the Great Shakeout, and you could imagine if that was an actual earthquake. And on October 17th, the support aide was out, and it was only the teacher and my son's one-on-one. But I found out yesterday, my son's one-on-one is now going to be the second permanent classroom aide, and he was receiving a new one today. That's great for the classroom, but it's not so great for my son, and here's why. HR offered my son's one-on-one support aide the classroom aide position without hiring another permanent one-on-one support aide for my child. I'm not upset that his aide took the position. It's a more specialized position, and she was originally a classroom aide. I'm upset with Rialto Unified because you shouldn't take away a child's permanent one-on-one and replace them with an agency one-on-one. It was an apathetic, unprofessional, and hypocritical thing to do because the excuse from the district for taking my son's first one-on-one away only weeks before the school year ended was because she was through an agency. And the reason given to me was it's your ultimate goal to always hire internally instead of going through an agency. Even when I pleaded to let him finish out the school year with her, that was not an option. But now that there's staffing issues for classroom support, the exact opposite thing is done. And I guess that reason is no longer relevant for Tristan. This lacks continuity of care and creates instability and inequity for him. And honestly, this could not happen at a worse time. It's vital that he meets his IEP goals because his IEP team is suggesting different placement for him. I'm pleading with you to make this right and match Tristan with a one-on-one who is a good fit for him ASAP because he deserves it. Give him back the stability that he needs to be successful because the aid sent from the agency today was horrible and nothing like the aids the district has taken away from him. The district already failed my high school student. I removed them and they're in another district. Please don't fail my son. I don't want to remove them from Rialto. I love Rialto. I love Dallahan.
Thank you.
So we have Erica Cruz Mejia, followed by Alma Rosa.
Buenas noches, mi nombre, miembros del board y Ms. White. Buenas noches a todos y todos los que están aquí.
Good evening, members of the board.
She's going to translate.
Okay, gracias. Ujú.
Good evening,
6
members of the board.
6 minutes.
Can you hear? Okay, sí.
Okay.
Okay. Y a todos los aquí presentes, buenas
And
noches.
everybody here present, good evening.
Mi nombre es Erika Cruz Mejía, madre de estudiantes de aquí del distrito, voluntaria y estudiante también activa de este distrito.
My name is Erika Cruz Mejia. I am a mother of students in this district, and I am a volunteer active in this district.
Estoy aquí en representación de la clase de computación en español para adultos.
I'm here representing the computer class for adults in Spanish.
Junto con mis compañeras y las demás, si pueden venir.
With the other students in my class and the other people, if you can come forward, please.
Hoy hemos venido a mostrar nuestro agradecimiento al Dr. Black
Today we have come to show our appreciation to Dr. Black
y al Dr. Burciaga.
and Dr. Burciaga.
Sí. Oh,
Oh,
thank you. Por haber tomado el liderazgo de continuar un programa importante
for taking the leadership of continuing a very important program
para nosotros y para la comunidad de Rialto,
for us and for the Rialto community.
que fue establecido por la doctora Madrid
It was established by Dr. Madrid,
al saber la importancia de la educación de los adultos
knowing the importance of educating adults
y el impacto en las familias.
and the impact on the families.
Asumimos que este programa seguiría su curso,
We suppose, or we thought, that this program was going to continue its course,
mas sin embargo fue lo contrario.
but it was the other way around, unfortunately.
Nos fue difícil encontrar el interés de algunos líderes educativos,
It was difficult for us to find interest in some of the leaders in education,
pero tuvimos la fortuna de encontrarnos con el doctor Burciaga
but we were fortunate enough to find Dr. Burciaga
y que él abogara por nosotros con el doctor Black.
and that he would advocate for us in behalf of us with Dr. White,
Que gustosamente fueron y se presentaron durante nuestras clases
and they came to our classes
y escucharon nuestras diferentes necesidades como estudiantes adultos.
and they heard about our different needs as adult students.
Tomaron el liderazgo y la visión de la estrecha relación que tiene la educación entre adultos y nuestros hijos.
They took the leadership and they saw and understood the vision of how important the relationship in our education is our education with our children.
Por consiguiente, con el apoyo y la disponibilidad incondicional de ellos,
Consequently, with their support and in their unconditional
incondicional y disponibilidad,
availability,
de ellos se volvió a restablecer este programa educativo.
The educational program was established.
Los invitamos a todos. Estamos en el salón D4,
We
martes y
invite
jueves,
you all. We are in room D4 Tuesdays and Thursdays
de 9 a 12.
from 9 to 12.
Y lunes y miércoles están en el mismo salón GED en español.
And Mondays and Wednesdays we have the class in the same room, GED in Spanish.
Solamente quiero agradecer que durante este camino
I just want to thank that during this time,
en este camino para conseguir un salón y conservar nuestro profesor,
during this time that we took to get a room and keep our teacher,
nos permitieron usar el espacio de las oficinas FACE,
we were allowed to use the space of the FACE offices.
aunque bajo las reglas del señor Joseph Williams,
Or under the orders of Mr. Joseph Williams,
que fueron muy impuestas, por cierto.
and his rules that were imposed strictly, by the way.
Específicamente quiero agradecerle a Wendy,
Specifically, I want to thank Wendy and
Aisha y
and
perdón, se me olvidó
I
Regina,
Regina,
por hacer más de lo que es su trabajo.
because they did more than their job required.
Y tenemos la grande fortuna de que Wendy está en un lugar perfecto porque anteriormente era llamado Centro de Padres.
And we're fortunate because Wendy is in the perfect place because it used to be called Parent Center.
Ahora se llama FACE, pero
Now
la
it's
verdad
called FACE.
necesitamos que el personal de verdad tenga ese corazón de apoyar a la comunidad.
But we really need that the personnel, the staff, supports our community.
Porque a nosotros nos costó desde el 2023 tener un salón y teníamos que estar pidiendo un lugar prestado.
Because since 2023, it's been difficult for us to get a room, and we have to get a borrowed one.
Sí, entonces
Yes.
solamente eso es todo. Mis compañeras quieren dar un testimonio y ya dieron su nombre con ustedes.
Yes, my students here want to say something, and they already gave their names to the
Muchas
group.
gracias.
Thank you very much. Señora, ¿podría hablar al mismo tiempo que yo?
Is this Alma at the podium?
¿Cómo se llama?
Buenas noches, miembros del board. Mi nombre es Marta.
Good evening,
Martha.
board members. My name is Marta,
Y quiero dar un pequeño testimonio
and I want to give us short testimony
acerca de cómo el programa de computación me ha ayudado en mis actividades.
about how this
trabajo.
computer program has helped me in my activities and in my work.
Yo asisto a las clases de inglés
I
y,
go to the English classes, and
tengo un pequeño negocio.
I also have a small business.
Y como siempre, nosotros nos apoyamos en los hijos.
And as usual, we always have to count on our kids.
Que tengo una hija que estudió la universidad.
I have a daughter that went to the university, and
Y cuando ella se fue de la casa, me quedé en el limbo.
and when she left home, I was like lost.
No sabía qué hacer, cómo hacer mis invoices para mis clientes.
I didn't know what to do, how to do my invoices for my clients.
No sabía agarrar una computadora.
I didn't know how to use a computer.
Y cuando empecé a llamar gente para que me ayudara.
And then I started calling people to help me,
Sobrinos.
my nephews
Algunos
and
decían,
nieces.
no sé hacer ese tipo de
And some of
trabajo".
them said, I don't know how to do this kind of work.
Y a mi maestra de inglés tuve que llamarla.
I had to call my English teacher.
Ella por teléfono me ayudó a entrar a la computadora
And over the phone, she helped me to get into the computer.
y me ayudó a poder hacer un invoice.
And she helped me do an
Y
invoice.
yo todo lo iba anotando en una libreta.
I was writing
Todos los
everything down
pasos los
in a
anotaba en una
notebook.
libreta.
Every step I wrote down in a notebook.
Pero cuando tocaba algo en la computadora y me salían otras cosas, no sabía qué hacer.
But when I touched the computer suddenly and things appeared, I didn't know what to do.
Volví a llamar a mi maestra para decirme volví a decir a mi maestra de inglés
So I had to call my English teacher again
para
to
que
ask
por el
her.
teléfono
So over the phone, she
me
could
dirigiera
direct
para
me
poder volver a
and guide me
entrar en la
so
computadora.
I could be able to get in the
Y
computer
en la
again.
clase de inglés escuché que unas compañeras iban a la clase de
And
computación.
in my English class, I heard that some people were going to computer
Y
classes.
yo inmediatamente saliendo de la clase fui a hablar con el profesor Lara
So immediately after I left the class, I went to talk with Professor Lara.
y él inmediatamente me dijo, si te quieres quedar inmediatamente, puedes quedarte.
And he immediately said, if you want to stay, you can stay right now.
Ya, y empecé a ir a la clase de computación y el maestro ha sido tan paciente
So I started going to computer classes, and the teacher has been so patient.
y si tengo al principio si tenía algún problema de mi negocio, de mi trabajo, él me ayudaba.
And at first, if I had a problem with my business, with my work, he would help me.
Ahora he avanzado, yo todo lo que yo he avanzado, yo puedo hacer sola mis,
Now I have advanced a
mis
lot, and I can
invoices.
do all my invoices on my own.
Puedo hacer las propuestas, puedo las
I can write the proposals on my own.
y ya
And-
lo que sé hacer ahorita es bastante para mí.
And what I am able to do now, it's a lot for me.
Y por eso quiero agradecer también al programa.
That's why I'm so grateful for the
Que
program.
decía mi compañera Erika, el impacto que causa en nosotros como adultos.
And like as my friend here, Erica, was saying, the impact that it has on us adults.
Ya, y porque ahora yo tengo otras metas.
Because now I have different goals.
Quiero seguir estudiando.
I want to continue
Quiero ir
studying.
al college.
I want to go to college.
Quiero agradecerles y que no nos quiten los programas.
And I am very grateful. And please don't remove the programs. Thank you very much. Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Buenas noches, miembros del jurado, al Dr. Black.
Good
y al
evening,
Dr.
members of the
Burciaga.
board.
Muchas gracias por
Mr.
invitarnos a participar en ese programa.
Mr. Burciaga, and thank you very much for inviting us to participate in this program.
Nosotros como personas mayores
Us as adult people,
se nos dificulta usar una computadora.
it is difficult for us to use a computer.
No tenemos los estudios pertinentes con el simple hecho de prender una computadora para nosotros.
We don't have the right studies, and just turning on the computer for us is,
Me daba miedo a mí
well, I was
prender
afraid.
una computadora porque pensaba que la iba a descomponer en el acto nada más de tocarla.
Just to turn on the computer, I would get afraid because I thought I was going to
Y yo les doy gracias
break it, just
porque
pushing a
que
button.
nos apoyen a todos los adultos.
And I
porque
thank you
muchos no tenemos la oportunidad de haber estudiado.
for supporting us adults, because many of us did not have the opportunity to study.
Pienso que nunca es tarde para aprender algo nuevo.
I think that it's never late to learn something new.
Acá en la clase nos está ayudando el profesor a estudiar la primaria.
Here in the class, the teacher is helping us study elementary school.
Muchos, me ilusiona ver que muchos ya están terminando su GD.
I am very happy to see that some of them are already finishing their GED studies.
Pienso que si no tuviéramos la oportunidad que nos acaba de brindar el profesor Burciaga, no tuviéramos esta oportunidad muchos adultos de tener que prender una computadora.
I think that if we didn't have the opportunity that Mr. Burciaga has given us, if we didn't have the opportunity like just to turn on a computer,
Lo pensábamos perdido este programa
we thought that this program had been lost.
y gracias a Dios se logró.
But thank God it's continuing.
Porque la importancia de los adultos también es ponernos una meta para no quedarnos en el limbo.
Because it's important for us adults to have a goal and not just stay in limbo.
Que nos dan esta oportunidad. Es tan bonito saber que por lo menos ya puedes, yo al menos en mi caso,
It is so beautiful to know, well, at least for me, in my situation,
cuando te llevan al DMV y quieres hacer tu licencia de manejo, lo tienes que hacer por computadora. Yo no
when
sabía.
you go like to the DMV and you have to take a test for your driver's license, you have to do it in the computer, and I didn't even know how to do that before.
Este programa me ha ayudado por lo menos a entrar a una computadora y saber qué pasos hacer.
And this program has helped me to know how to get in a computer and know what steps to take and what to do.
Pienso que si no fuera también por el maestro,
I think that if it were not for this teacher,
que nos tiene tanta paciencia
that
como adultos,
he's so patient with us as adults.
preguntamos una y otra vez
We
para que
ask
se
the
nos
same
quede.
things over and over so we can stay.
Pues yo les doy gracias que ese programa está ahorita en el distrito de Rialto.
I am saying thank you that you have this program now in Rialto,
Y gracias por el apoyo que nos dan
and thank you for your support.
y esperemos que no seamos los únicos adultos que avancemos en California, que haya más para los adultos mayores, más oportunidades como esta.
And hopefully we're not the only adults here in California, and hopefully there are more opportunities for us here in
Porque sí
this
habemos
district.
muchas personas que necesitamos este programa.
Because there are a lot of people that need this program.
Gracias y buenas noches.
Thank you and good evening.
Thank you.
Now we have Claudia Flores, followed by Ana Gonzalez.
No, I'm okay. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, board members. My name is Claudia Flores, and I've been a school nurse in the RUSD district for 11 years. Before becoming a school nurse, I worked at a hospital that I enjoyed working at, but interestingly enough, I learned about this position from a school counselor in the district. Quickly after that, I joined the team here and my journey began. I not only had to have my degree in nursing and an RN license, but I also had to attain a school nurse services credential, along with required ongoing continuing education hours. And as you can see, this role requires special qualifications. In fact, most registered nurses in this district also have their graduate degrees and a nurse practitioner license. Since then, we have had only 10 RNs overseeing 30 schools and special education programs throughout the district. And not to mention the influx that we've seen of our special education classes that have medically sensitive students. Nurses oversee about 4 to 5 schools and programs that require daily tasks such as, and this is just a minute task that I'm going to mention, diabetic care to type 1 students, medical procedures, triaging, training, vision and hearing screenings, writing health reports for IEPs, and most importantly, saving lives, such as giving EpiPens and taking care of our diabetic students when they go into DKA. Those are urgent emergency situations, and much more. In fact, I have already screened about 1,500 students for vision and hearing, along with my daily tasks while driving from school to school. As you can see, this position is not for the faint. We are professional multitaskers with medical knowledge and skills. In all these years, I have had to compensate my pay by working per diem on weekends and holidays at a surgical facility and a hospital. Year after year, I contemplate leaving this position for one full-time position in a hospital, but stay because I truly enjoy being a public health / school nurse in the community that I did grow up in. As California cost of living is affecting everyone, my hope tonight is that you consider raising wages beyond COLA as being the decent thing to do and to attract more nurses into this sector. RUSD has a high turnover rate for school nurses. Now is the time to make a positive change to impact employee satisfaction and student safety. Our workload has increased, but our pay has not. Let's get RUSD back to being a leading district in competitive wages. Thank you, board members, for your attentiveness, your understanding, and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Coming to the mic is Ana Gonzalez, followed by Griselda Antunes.
Hello, good evening, board, Dr. White, staff, community members here and at home. Ana Gonzalez. I'm actually here today representing my organization, the Center for Community Action and Environmental Justice, where we sort of oversee and respond to complaints of soil and vapor intrusion when folks are exposed to certain chemicals. And for the last couple of months, I've been not only as a representative of my organization, but as a Myler parent as well, been very concerned about the way certain sewer leakage has been conducted in this district. More and more staff are being concerned and aware of the situation, and now parents are speaking up. And for now, they have been talking to me. I do want to thank Dr. Gibbs and Dr. Burciaga for being diligent and trying to resolve the situation. One of the things that I had been requesting for a couple of months now is the reports from OSHA and all of the work that had been done. Those reports were never given to me until today, but I did not receive them from the district. I got them from OSHA. And I have seen certain inconsistencies from what staff had experienced at the school site and the exposures that students had to go through from back in March of 2025. And so now we are putting the district in notice that this situation has to be resolved. Staff need to learn what has happened, if the issue has been resolved, and if staff can go back and utilize the facilities, especially because this has to do with accommodations for special ed students. And so we need to get this matter resolved like quickly. A lot of the aides are struggling to support students, especially with their hygiene needs and all of that. So that's one of our major concerns. So if the issue is fixed, why is staff not able to use the facility yet? So that's that. And then another concern that I have come across is recently we found out that the district has received the $5 million from a community benefit agreement that came between the city of Rialto and the school district on a warehouse project. And from back then when it happened, which has been a very contentious issue in this district, was that we wanted parents to be involved on how that money was going to be used. Well, today I got notification from a staff member that that money is going to be used to upgrade the HVAC systems at Carter High School. That is going to end up costing $7 million. Well, that's great, but there's bond money, there's other monies. We just want to make sure that the allocation of these funds are being properly used for the needs, such as I've been told too from Myler, that the kids are potentially not going to have a prom. So I want to make sure we're addressing it. Thank you.
So much.
Griselda Antunes, followed by Joshua Trevino.
Good evening. Good evening, board members. My name is Griselda Antunes. I am a preschool teacher at Henry, part of the early ed education program. I have the privilege of working with our youngest learners every day, helping them grow, explore, and develop a love of learning. I recently also became the folklorical teacher at my school. I try to be involved in as many school activities as possible because I truly care about creating a positive and engaging environment for all children. Right now, the economy is challenging for everyone. Inflation has made everyday expenses higher, and it's becoming harder to make ends meet, even with careful budgeting. At the same time, there is a serious shortage of staff, especially in early education, and much of it is because the pay is too low. Without enough staff, teachers like me struggle to meet the needs of our students, manage classrooms, and provide the attention each child deserves. It's exhausting, and it puts extra pressure on all of us to fill in the gaps and make sure every child is supported. As a preschool teacher, we have no prep time. We do not have minimum days. Every day we plan lessons, teach, supervise, support social and emotional development, and communicate with all families, often going above to meet each child's needs. Despite all challenges, I love my job. Watching the children grow, learn, and develop new skills makes me passionate about continuing as a teacher. I feel appreciated for the work I do by the parents, my staff, and my actual early ed education office. but the pay does not reflect the dedication, responsibility, and hard work that preschool teachers and staff put in every day. While COLA increases help, it is not enough. We need the district to understand that preschool teachers and staff do so much, and without better compensation, we will continue to struggle, and staffing shortages will only get worse. We deserve more to fairly support the work we do and the impact we have on our students. Thank you for listening today.
Thank you.
Joshua Trevino.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. My name is Joshua Trevino, and I'm a proud parent of two beautiful and studious children who attend Henry Elementary, with one of my kids receiving special education services. I also serve as vice president of our district special education parent advisory committee. I'm here to share how partnership between families and principals creates meaningful change for students. Last year, I approached my child's principal with an idea: establish a parent advisory group for families with students receiving special education and/or have an IEP. Dr. Jones not only welcomed it, she actively championed it, made herself available for monthly meetings, and genuinely listened. That led to the formation of our school site special education parent group at Henry Elementary. From our parent-led conversations came real initiatives. Henry created a sensory access pass for our fall festival, giving students with sensory sensitivities front-of-line access. We also created Henry's first sensory booth with support students needed to feel safe and comfortable at Fall Festival. These supports included noise-canceling headphones and weighted blankets. With these supports in place for the first time ever, my son stayed alongside his sister for the entire duration of the school event, which lasted approximately 3 hours. If you have a child with special needs, you know just how big of a deal this is and how proud we are of his accomplishment. We wouldn't have had the opportunity to succeed. He wouldn't have had the opportunity to succeed without our Henry Special Education Parent Group, Dr. Jones' leadership, and the support of Dr. Scott and her special services team, who provided materials for the sensory booth. But here's what I want to emphasize. What happened at Henry should not be unique to Henry. Inclusive initiatives like sensory access passes and sensory booths should happen across our district, regardless of what programs our schools have. Individuals like my son with sensory needs are a part of every school. They are a part of this community. They deserve to feel welcomed, comfortable, and safe when attending their school events. When principals welcome families and commit to partnership, there's no limit to what our students can accomplish. I invite parents with students receiving special education and/or IEPs, as well as parent allies and school principals, to join our district-wide Special Education Parent Advisory Committee meeting on November 7th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Bistro to learn more about special services and to be in dialogue with district-level personnel who directly impact the success of our students here in Rialto. This is something that's really, I think, really important for the board to hear and for our community to also learn and know that we really are counting on our principals to welcome families like mine, parents like myself who are trying to make things better for our children and for the partnership to work in schools. I've heard so many families have challenges with connecting with their principals and their principals willing to work with them. But this shows you that it can work, it does work, when you have a principal that's willing to meet with families and hear them out on what can make an event successful. And these district-wide events with sensory needs in place can be successful for our students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Those are the speakers for items not on the agenda.
Okay. Public comments on the agenda items. Any person wishing to speak or any item on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
We have one, Ana Gonzalez.
All right, hello again, board. Ana Gonzalez, Myler parent. So I'm here to speak on item, I think it's E1.1. Anyways, so we brought this issue up at the last meeting regarding the language usage or the verbiage of the special education policy for the district. One of the things that I want to emphasize and tell folks is this is not my first time working with districts on policy language. I've worked actually creating an equity policy in Fontana Unified School District, and I'm also working with San Bernardino Unified. So I know that things can be worded in a way that it really reflects the values, the strategic plan, and just the blueprint of this district on how we're going to manage special education. And I know Dr. Scott has reached out to get some input from the parents and create some type of like oversight committee. I know that was part of the direction that the board gave to staff. But we have not had that opportunity yet to provide that input. So today I'm asking if this item can be tabled until we have that opportunity to create that intentional language that this district deserves, especially for our students with special needs, including my daughter who has an IEP and the many, many kids that deserve the very best quality education. And so I please implore you that we table this today. And I know that certain language can be changed. And that's why the links to the ed codes and all the other resources are there. Yes, linking the language to, the resources to parents that get to see all the different laws and statutes and policies that are not only at the federal government, but at the state government. But the language that your policy should have is the reflection of this school district. And so you guys have the discretion to really create an intentional language to best serve the students and the staff that need the resources and just the support in the classroom as well. So thank you for your time.
Thank
Question.
you.
Do you have a copy of that with you? You can leave it with us? Any language that you'd like to consider?
I mean, I haven't created a special education policy specifically, but I've worked on equity ones. But we can, I mean, that's the point of having
Whatever
that
suggestions
oversight.
you have.
Yeah, I can submit something.
Yeah, please, to Dr. White, please.
Okay. So next we'll have comments from the Associate Executive Board members. Rialto Education Association, REA.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis, Interim Superintendent Dr. White, and members of the board. The Kaiser nurses' strike last week caught our attention, and deservedly so. Joining the picket line revealed deep resolve of many community members who serve as nurses, grew up here in Rialto, and are raising their families here in Rialto. The core of this action isn't just about compensation. It's about how we treat each other, how we value community, and how we protect the frontline people who keep us healthy. Over 30,000 nurses across multiple states walked out, relinquishing 5 days of pay to send a message. That decision carries weight. Many of those who strike are unlike distant executives. They are our neighbors, residents of our district, people living paycheck to paycheck, feeling the squeeze of rising inflation and cost of living. Their work, like our work, impacts lives directly. The strike surface issues were about staffing and pay disparities, but the deeper issues exposed are familiar to education professionals. Nurses described unmanageable workloads, insufficient staffing, conditions that compromise patient care. These are the exact conditions our teachers face in classrooms: overloaded classes, high caseloads, inadequate supports. When large organizations tell workers that there isn't enough money to improve staffing or better working conditions while hoarding large reserves, the frustration is universal. According to public reports, the strike involves a healthcare system that serves 12.6 million members, operates hundreds of facilities, and has deep financial resources. The same logic applies to our schools when budget priorities don't match our students' needs. As a union president and formerly a history teacher, my conviction is strengthened because the history of union activism shows that when workers organize and demand better conditions, everyone benefits. Better pay, better supports, better outcomes. Educators and healthcare professionals share that mission. Here in our district, young teachers struggle to afford housing. Inflation is eroding living standards, and professionals who serve our children are forced into untenable choices. The erosion of support weakens every student's opportunity. I urge the board to stand with the nurses by issuing a letter of support, recognizing that many nurses live and raise families in our community, acknowledging that our union membership respects and depends on the very healthcare workers who sustain our families, and asking that Kaiser management settle the contract on favorable terms for the nurses. Kaiser has been one of two healthcare providers for our REA members and their families for decades. Our voice and our healthcare dollars matter. So let's stand together and tell Kaiser management that we want our dollars to support the nursing professionals who care for us. Now let me turn to the search for a new superintendent. You had a special meeting a couple weeks ago, and there was no report afterwards. On behalf of the 1,300 members of REA, I ask that you clarify what happens next and when it will happen. We're anxious to participate in interviews and see who the candidates are for our next superintendent. And as I said when I spoke at your special meeting, I think we should not seriously consider any candidate that are not willing to have their name publicly shared. We want someone who's proud to be in the process and wants to come to Rialto, not someone who's trying to get a new job without tipping off their current employer that they're looking for a new job. So please let us know when the interviews will be held and who made it through the paper screening process. There's only one school board meeting in November and one board meeting scheduled in December. We'd love to have someone in place to start the second semester of the school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have California School Employees Association, CSEA.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christina Costa. I'm here today representing CSEA Chapter 203. Thank you for giving me a few minutes to speak. I want to talk about where we are right now, not just as a district, but as a community of working people and why it's time for real change. Across California and across the nation, working people are standing up. Just recently, tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente workers went on strike, the largest healthcare strike, I'm told, in U.S. history, demanding fair wages and safe staffing levels, to which myself and Tobin went to walk their picket line together, arm in arm, supporting their mission. We both realized that those nurses and professionals have the same fight as CSEA and REA. They are fighting for wages and, more importantly, safe staffing. Their message was simple. When workers are not heard, when they are stretched thin, when leadership fails to value their voices, things break down. And this can cause terrible things to happen. For us, students and staff are not safe. Students are not learning, and it can trigger lower test scores, lower morale, violence, and stress for us all. So that same message applies here at our district as well. For too long, we've seen a growing disconnect between administration and the people who actually make our schools run. The classified staff, the bus drivers, the custodians, office workers, food service workers, employees, and instructional aides, and security, and so many others. These are the folks who make sure students can learn in clean classrooms, get to school safely, get nutrition, have a safe campus, and have the support they need every single day. Yet, lately, morale is low across the district. Communication is strained, and frankly, trust has been damaged. When decisions are made without transparency, when voices from the front lines of our schools are dismissed, when leadership seems more focused on optics than outcomes, the culture suffers. CSEA members aren't asking for anything unreasonable. We are asking for respect, collaboration, and accountability. We are asking to be part of the conversation and not an afterthought. We are asking for an administration that listens, one that understands that labor is not the problem, and one that wants to partner in finding solutions. Because when classified employees are supported and respected, they can continue along with students to thrive. When the district values its workers, the whole community benefits. The Kaiser strike showed us something powerful. When workers stand together, change can happen. It's not just about wages. It's about dignity. It's about fairness. It's about restoring trust in leadership that should serve, not rule. So tonight, I ask this board and this administration to look around and really ask yourselves, are we building a culture of collaboration or one of control? Are we creating trust or eroding it? Are we empowering those who serve our students every day or leaving them behind? CSEA believes in this district. We believe in our schools, our students, and our shared mission. But belief alone isn't enough. We need action. We need a renewed commitment to partnership, honesty, and respect. Let's take this moment in this national climate of labor awakening to choose a better path. Let's rebuild trust. Let's invest in the people who invest in our students. And let's show our community that when we stand together, labor and leadership, we can create real lasting change. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Rialto School Managers Association. Okay. Then do we have any representative for the Teamsters Local 986? Not yet. Okay. Alrighty. So next we will go ahead and we will hear from our student board member, Ms. Audrey Gonzalez.
Good evening, everyone. Today we're here to recognize something truly special, our middle school DSAC committee. Standing on the podium today, they represent more than just leadership. They represent pride, excitement, and strength. Each of them work hard to earn this moment, and their voices remind us that courage and dedication always shines through. By speaking today, they're showing every student in this room that if they can do it, you can too. They're proof that confidence grows when you take a chance to speak up and believe in yourself. Their example inspires all of us to step forward, get involved, and make a difference in our community, our school community. Let's give a round of applause to our DSAC committee for leading with heart, for inspiring others, and for reminding us that every student has a voice worth hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And next we have comments from our interim superintendent, Dr. Judy White.
Thank you, Board President Dr. Lewis. Good evening to our Board of Education, staff, families, and community members. I'd like to begin tonight by recognizing our incredible middle school DSAC. I know people keep commenting, but they did an outstanding job. So proud to serve here. Our students showed great confidence and heart. Today, I also had the pleasure of participating in Cole Middle School's Career Day. I love the opportunity to share my journey and talk with students about leadership and the power of education. The students even asked me quality questions at the end of my presentation. Throughout the day, Kolb students heard from a variety of professionals, RUSD leaders, a pension manager, a writer, videographer, police officers, firefighters, and even a magician. Great job to Cole Middle School Principal, Dr. Tina Lingenfelter, ASB advisor, the student leaders, and her staff for providing opportunities for students to start early in thinking about their futures. Earlier today, we welcomed visitors from the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools office, along with community partners and neighboring schools districts, to Carter High School for a special visit highlighting our district's wellness centers. The event showcased Carter's Wellness Center as an example of how Rialto Unified integrates mental health, prevention, and wellness into our school culture to support the whole child. The county team learned about the many ways Rialto USD is leading in student wellness. I'm so proud that every one of our secondary schools has a wellness center that provides a safe, supportive environment where students can care for their mental and emotional well-being. The county team was very impressed with the work happening at Carter and across our district. I also want to give a big shout out to our maintenance and operations and grounds teams. I'm telling you, I have been in both San Bernardino and Riverside County for the last 4 decades, but when I came to Rialto, I saw what beauty looks like for every single school site. It's clean, it's welcoming, and ready to inspire learning. I can truly feel the pride our teams take in their work. Thank you to M&O Director Matt Carter, Assistant Director Sean Kutchers, and all of our dedicated staff, from supervisors to maintenance and grounds workers to custodians, for helping us create environments where students and staff feel inspired, valued, and cared for each day. Thank you all for your continued commitment to our students and our community. Rialto truly shines because of the people who poured their hearts into this work every single day. Our FACE team has been actively recruiting parents as parent ambassadors, and I was told that we have over 1,100, you guys, 1,100 parent ambassadors who have signed up to volunteer in our schools, and they have actually been fingerprinted. They're going through training before they report, and the schools will be welcoming them. It says a lot when you could get over 1,000 parents saying, I want to serve as volunteers. So that's just a celebration that's in my heart. Our word for this evening is enough. We have sufficient amount of talent, skills, and heart to meet our goals. I heard the voices of our associations talking about increasing trust and working together as a team. It is a choice that we have to choose. We must go forward together, and there's enough people with quality guts to make it happen. So we have enough. We are enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Board Member Dominguez.
All right, good evening, everybody. As a proud member of this Board of Education, I want to take a moment and highlight the powerful ways our district continues to celebrate, honor, and uplift our community this October. First of all, our DSAC students, our middle school DSAC students. Just so Jehu knows, I too own Cobra Kai stuff, so I would love to be there with my Cobra Kai wear. To our parent with our sensory booth at Henry, I do believe that at all of our district events, we should have a booth to be sensitive to all of our students. We need to be inclusive at every single event. If it's Dia de los Muertos, if it's our parent summit, if it's Viva la Fiesta, we should have a booth that is inclusive to every single Rialto USD student. I loved how our parents came up here and talked about the passion that they have for education. That right there is the true American dream. It is not the white picket fence. It is not having a dog and a house, which is part of it, but having that love and that passion that they talked about for education. That is a true American dream. Regardless of what degree you have, we learn something new every single day. You may be a doctor, you may have an associate's, you may not even have graduated high school or just have a GED, but we learn something new every single day. Rialto is so versed that we not only support our scholars, but we also support our community. Now, shifting over to Rialto High, they are 7-1. That last football game they had on Friday, it was a total nail biter. They still won 33-0 against Bloomington High. But let me tell you, I was on edge. It was a good game. October is a month filled with commemoration, culture, and commitment to students and parents. It reminds us of the strength that exists when we come together as one family, students, parents, and staff, and community and partners. Each play a vital role in our public education. This month, we stand together in solidarity with all those whose lives have been touched by breast cancer. It may be a mother, it may be a sister, a friend, or a child. Many wear pink, like I am today. It is not just a color, but it is a symbol of strength, courage, and hope. It is a reminder of the importance of early detection, education, and compassion. In our schools, we teach our students the power of empathy and advocacy, values that are in our heart, and awareness of campaigns all over our nation. We also proudly celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, a time to honor the contributions, cultures, and history of our Latino community. In our districts, Latino families at various schools are proudly displaying the importance of traditions, language, and stories enriching our classrooms, and remind us of the beauty of diversity. This celebration is not just about looking back, It is about inspiring the future. Generations to lead, dreams, and achieve. I attended Carter High School's commemoration of Hispanic Heritage Month. It was wonderful to see how many teachers and support staff with students and all unified to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you to the principal, teachers, classified staff, and students, but also to the parent volunteers who displayed ofrendas and welcomed the mariachi bands, which one of them was one of our safety officers. I was also impressed because each of the cultures of the Latino community was displayed at Carter. They did it right, they did it well, they did it perfect. We are especially excited about the upcoming Family Summit at Carter High School on Saturday, October 25th. This event represents what education is truly about: connection and empowerment. It is an opportunity for families to engage with educators, learn about the academic pathways, and connect with the valuable community resources. With inspiring voices like national keynote speaker, Mrs. Julie Chavez Rodriguez, the granddaughter of the United Farm Worker Union founder, Cesar Chavez. It should be insightful to listen to her speak. It is also a reminder that leadership begins with family, courage, and shared commitment to create opportunity for every child. This summit is a celebration to provide parents the information they need for their child's education, and a reaffirmation that when families thrive, students succeed. As October transitions into November, we are also preparing to observe Dia de los Muertos, one of my favorite holidays. Well, not a holiday, but traditions. A cherished tradition that teaches us about love, remembrance, about life. This celebration allows our students to connect with their roots, honor their ancestors, and express creativity through art, altares, and storytelling. I will do my best between nursing shifts, which have been crazy, to attend Dia de los Muertos on October 30th at 5 p.m. at the Chavez Huerta Center for Education. I also wanted to end with the excitement of the entire Board of Education working together to find the most suitable and student-centered superintendent, which our district deserves. I know I cannot say much, but I know that yet another positive change is coming. Meanwhile, we want to thank all staff and sites at the central office and support our offices to continue doing a great job for students, which is the reason why we are all here. So thank you for our community, our staff for being patient with us. Let's continue to be unified and continue to thrive, not just for our community, but for our scholars, because they are our priority and they are what we are here for. So thank you and have a good night.
Thank you. Next we'll have for clerk, Mr. Montez.
Thank you. Thank you, Board President Ms. Lewis. First, I just want to welcome everyone here tonight. I want to thank the parent who came to share concerns regarding the special education and from Henry. We totally agree with you. It's a lot easier for parents and for a community when the leader of a school, a principal, for example, is willing to meet with parents, help parents, work with parents. It reminds me really of the leadership that that the district leadership here at the district office has been trying to work on in recent months in regards to high road leadership. And I've been reading the book. I was hesitant at first, but the more I pick it up, the more I get from it. And really, it's a book by a guy named John C. Maxwell that emphasizes leading with integrity, courage, and a focus on unity rather than division. Because division here in the district for a while now has been pretty strong. But the purpose of the high road leadership is to foster unity, right? It encourages leaders to rise above the conflicts, foster collaboration, ultimately transforming the organizations, the communities that we live in. So that's the purpose, I think, that high road leadership, the book's been given out and the concepts are trying to be implemented here. Because it's, as we said before, it's proven that a leader can uplift others and encourage a community, but at the same time, poor leadership can create a lot of despair, a lot of suffering. So I want to thank again the parent for coming forward to share their concerns with us, and we look forward to working together with you and others. The parents who came here to speak tonight about the education program, the adult education program, I think it was nice that they came unified, that they united. And Dr. Burciaga, no te agaches. Lift your head up. I want to give you a round of applause for helping those parents, you know, and encouraging them to continue to take the classes, and not just the English classes, but the computer classes and all of the other, take advantage of all of the classes that are offered there at the adult ed program. You know, and kudos to Mr. Lara too. I know they mentioned him, and I want to thank Joseph Williams also down there at the FACE, you know, formerly known as the Parent Center. Now it's the Family Engagement Community. How does it go again?
FACE.
Family and Community Engagement, and that's fine. You know, happy birthday to him, by the way. We send him a happy birthday from here. And we wish him best wishes on his birthday. So I want to thank him too down there at the Parent Center and the Parent Summit. You know, we look forward to this weekend to the family. Now it's known as the Family Summit, formerly known as the Parent Summit. We look forward to that. It's still the same concept, different name, but it's still the same purpose. I want to also just send our thoughts and prayers to our former Board of Education member, Nancy O'Calley, who recently lost her husband, Jim, of many, many years. I spoke to her the other day. She said she misses him so much. They were together. She was here about a total of 40 years, and I think they were together longer than that. So whenever somebody, a partner, loses their loved one of so many decades, of so many years, it's really hard, you know, just to keep going, right? So thoughts and prayers to our former board member, Nancy O'Calley, to her and her family, and maybe we can adjourn tonight's meeting in his memory.
Yes, certainly. And we had a longtime teacher too that passed.
For both of them, we can adjourn tonight's meeting. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up and just say that better days are ahead. You know, this district's been through a lot the last year and a half, but better days are ahead. And thank you to everybody who's willing to collaborate, willing to work together, willing to unify. And just throw it out there, I have no problem with allowing the unions to take part and weigh in on the superintendent interviews, but I'm just one board member, and I leave it up to the rest of my colleagues. But thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Next, we have Vice President Martinez.
Thank you, President Lewis. A bit under the weather here. Don't know what it is. Old age, maybe? Okay, first thing. You've heard us all talk about the Parent Summit, but I'm going to invite everyone to the Parent Summit. It is the 18th Parent Summit. Info is on the website, and I'm going to put in a plug for the new search engine. It's an AI search engine. So if you plug in Parent Summit, Saturday, October 25th, you'll get the information. Same with the superintendent calendar, which was developed in one of the last 2 meetings, and just about anything. I looked for board policy earlier today, and it popped right up. What normally would take me 3 or 4 searches manually, and maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes, took me 5. Just blew me away. So, yeah, I still dread hearing, let's say, ALEXA, the AI at home, tied to Amazon, whenever anyone on TV says, hey, yeah, and then all of a sudden, everything in the house goes off. So anyway, the positive side of AI, it is to make life easier. And we'll get there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Well, you know, sometimes people think if you say something often enough it's true, and it's not. We are doing better. We are making progress. We have made progress. And under our amazing leadership of our intern superintendent, Dr. Judy White, things have changed. Opportunity, the vocal, the things that have been said, the policies, they've been so much during a time of very stress and strain. And as we move forward, which we're moving forward, but, you know, we can only move forward because great work was done. The path was led. And let's not forget that. The other thing that students are authentic. And our district advisory from middle school, from high school, but even the little one, the bull of the mambo, they dance with force and power. And they love the schools. And then our older students, the opportunity for the computer and the opportunity for English and the growth of our adult ed program. So our students within the school district are positive, and they're doing well. And then to have an automatic admission, you know, when you have a parent giving all those $50, $25 waiting back in that letter, having that automatic admission to Cal State San Bernardino, which is local, is a great opportunity, and for us to come and join and be a part of that group, and then having the FAFSA forms. You know, I fill out my sons and it gets sent back, and I feel, you know, we're going back and forth, but having that in a group setting at all our high school and our middle college. Let's not forget about our middle college, that they're getting college credit. They can have an associate degree really on all our high school campuses. So we are doing it. We are making wonderful, wonderful progress, and we are listening. The other thing is education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This is the words of Nelson Mandela. And that's why there's so much assault on education. This is day 22 of the federal shutdown. Okay, with that is American Disability Act, is a federal program that they're trying to dismantle. With that is the Medicare. With that is the near drowning prevention, and a lot of these programs, these safety net program, that they're, you know, trying to dismantle. With that, military spouses, that, you know, the check coming or we're behind and things like that. So when we're looking at, you know, standing with people and you know, a lot of this issue and a lot of the stress that federal employees are going under and having to go to a food bank for the first time, calling back, going back forth. There's a lot of things going on within our world that we have to be cognizant of. But you know what? I can look at this glass half full or half empty. I choose to look at it through being half full, not half empty. So I am telling our parents, because when you think about our private partnership, when you think about our public partnership, when you're thinking about our community partnership, they want to work with someone. And with the West Valley Water, Miss Juanita Chain, she's saying, hey, how the STEM, how we can partner with you. Of your environmental protection, and there are a lot of partnership as a community base that you have with us and have that insight. And so when you're working with partnership, especially community-based and private, we are going to have to work with them more and more to ensure that we have the expertise and the success that we need to move forward, and that our kids are going to be educated on the jobs of the future, not the jobs of the past. So I want us to keep that in mind, that, we have done amazing things. We have backload of a lot of issues that were sitting on the docket for 6 and 7 years, 5 years, have been cleaned up, moved out to move forward. So we have paved the way, and let's not get it twisted that this experience of Dr. Judy White had implemented trust back, stability back. We were able to have a person who was not trying to vie for the job so they can look with clearness, not with ambition, but with the heart of the students, with the heart of the family, with the heart of the community. And I've been approached, and I'm sure all of us have been approached, was the best thing at that time that Rialto Unified School District could have done was to have Dr. White with experience to come here to steady the ship while the tornado in the eye of the storm. And I need for everyone to hear this. It's not something you would ever want, but it needs to be said, because we hear a lot of other things like the past, and it's not the past. We are not living in the past. We're living in the present, and we're moving towards the future. And with us working together, having our difference, saying that, giving that input, those partnership, those what in our field we call them interprofessionalism. We have to work and agree. And for my brethren in the back, I was at that parent meeting and with the special ed, and they were working and mingling and talking to a lot of the district staff, the principals there. They're going to invite more. So that continuation of that dialogue. But what caught me was the parents were able to state what they need for their child, not one person trying to create a sensory for everyone, right? Because you can be in a special ed child, but you're still different too. Everyone's special ed needs, and that parent knows that child, or that caregiver knows the child, and know what things can be transferred commonly and show. And so when I observed the parents sharing with other parents, creating the path for it, that's where I think the magic was really happening. The parent to parent, with the staff, with the principal, and suggesting a lot of different ideas. And that's going to continue not only in special ed, but for each child, for each pupil, for each staff. So now we're going to sort of move on to open public hearing. Is there a motion to open public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Any person wishing to speak on the public hearing agenda will be granted 3 minutes. Do we have any? Okay. All right. So the initial proposal for the,
Sorry, President.
all in favor? Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 8:44.
Aye.
Yeah. Okay, you correct me. Initial proposal for the 2028 new contract negotiation submitted by Teamster Local 986 occupational therapists pursuant to the requirements of government code and board policy. The attached initial proposal for the 2025-2028 new contract negotiation submitted by Teamster Local 986 occupational therapists and applied behavior analysis specialists for an agreement between Teamster Local 986 occupational therapists and applied behavior analysis specialists and the Rialto Unified School Board of Education is hereby posted in compliance with the legislative requirement for public notice. Is there a motion to close public hearing?
I make a motion to close public hearing.
I second it.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
8:45. Okay, do we have a motion to open public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Any person wishing to speak on an item on a public hearing agenda will be granted 3 minutes. Okay. Vote by board members to open public hearing. All in favor, say
Aye.
Aye.
8:45. Okay. The initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiations submitted by the Rialto Unified School District to the Teamsters Local 986 occupational therapists and applied behavior analysis specialists. Pursuant to the requirements of the government code and board policy, the attached initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiation submitted by the Rialto Unified School District for an agreement between the Rialto Unified School District Board of Education and the Teamster Local 986 occupational therapists and applied behavior analysis specialists is hereby posted in compliance with the legislative requirement for public notice. Is there a motion to close public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, vote by board members.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Time's 8:47. We have a motion to open public hearing?
So moved.
For item D5.
Yes.
Yeah, D5.
Second.
Okay, any person wishing to speak on the item on the public hearing agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
None.
Okay, vote by board members.
Aye.
Okay, I 8:47. Okay. Initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiations submitted by Teamster Local 986 psychologists. Pursuant to the requirements of government code and board policy, the attached initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiations submitted by Teamster Local 986 psychologists for an agreement between Teamster Local 986 psychologists and the Rialto Unified School District Board of Education is hereby posted in compliance with the legislative requirement for public notice. Is there a motion to close public hearing?
So moved.
Second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
8:48. Okay. We have a motion to open public hearing. So move.
Second.
Okay. Any person wishing to speak on item of the public hearing agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
None.
Okay. Initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiations submitted by the Rialto Unified School District to the Teamsters Local 986 psychologists. Pursuant to the requirements of the government code and board policy, the attached initial proposal for the 25-28 new contract negotiations submitted by the Rialto Unified School District for an agreement between the Rialto Unified School District Board of Education and the Teamsters Local 986 psychologists is hereby posted in compliance with the legislative requirement for public notice. Is there a motion to close public hearing? So move.
Second.
Okay. Vote by board members.
Aye.
Aye. Time is 8:49. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you, President Lewis. We move on to consent calendar items. All items in the consent calendar will be acted upon in one motion unless pulled by the Board of Education members or the superintendent for individual action.
I have 2 polls.
Okay.
I have E5.1.
E5.1.
And E1.1.
E1.1.
Yes.
Any others?
That's it for me.
Do we have a motion?
Okay, I was just waiting if anybody had, I thought you were thinking before you were talking.
I was going to pull one too, but it's already been pulled.
Okay, do you have any?
All my questions were answered prior to the meeting, and I do have a comment on them.
Okay.
For all of those trips that are not listed with chaperones, please make sure that the chaperones are listed or given to the board so that we understand that basically it's 10 students per per chaperone.
Well,
And right now, some of them didn't have it listed. So
it should be listed on there so that way the public knows that we have the adequate staffing for the students
it's
as well.
important. The public knows their students are safe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Great. So we're going to approve the consent calendar items with the exception for the separate vote for E 5.1 and E 1.1.
That's correct.
Okay, we had a first and second. Vote by,
Oh, sorry, first and second, I didn't have it.
Oh,
so moved.
second.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, vote by our student board member, Audrey Gonzalez.
Aye.
Okay. Absent. Vote by board member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board clerk Montez.
Aye.
Vice president Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Thank you. We move on to E 1.1. Approve.
Well, that's the one that, oh, okay.
Yes.
So we're ready? Go ahead.
Approve the second reading of the revised board policy 0430, comprehensive local plan for special education. Motion?
So move.
Second.
Okay, let's go. Questions, discussion?
Yes, so, is Dr. Scott here? Can I have you come up to the podium so that way you're able to answer the questions?
Good evening. Oh,
Oh, go ahead, introduce yourself.
okay. Good evening, Board President Dr. Lewis. Superintendent, she stepped out, but viewing audience, I am Dr. Scott. I'm the Executive Director of Special Services, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. So, I know that our last board meeting, there was some questions in regards to the language for the board policy.
Yes.
I know that Ed Code prevents us from being able to change some of it, and there was some parents that wanted to submit it. We had some comments today.
Yes.
However, they say that they were not able to submit them. Were you able to reach out to them in regards to being able to submit them in a timely manner, or?
I did reach out to the parents
Okay.
who did speak up and had some questions or concerns about the board policy.
Okay.
But we have not met. I did offer to establish a subcommittee.
Okay.
And that includes some of my CPAC families.
Okay.
So we have had that discussion, but we have not set a meeting just yet. This particular board policy is just an overview of the local education plan, but we fall under East Valley SEPA. So.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Some of the requests that they have, that will be addressed in other policy updates.
Okay, perfect. The parents that had questions in regards to this policy made aware of the language that could be changed and couldn't be changed per ed code?
No, I only gave them a description I only gave clarification on some of the items that they had mentioned at the last board meeting. So for particular comments about like strike-throughs, I explained that.
Correct.
So I gave clarification, but that particular policy is just a general overview.
Okay, and then I did have the question about training for staff. I know that we provide professional development for our teachers.
Yes.
I don't see anything in here about professional development for our special education. I do know that special education staff. I do know that we also reach out to third parties to help us when we are in need for them.
For professional development?
No, not for third party, but for our actual in staff. What professional development do we provide for them? Can we add that language to there so that way we can have it in our policy that for our in-house staff we provide that professional development for them?
Yes, we definitely can. We do offer a lot of professional development, but again, I think that is outlined in a different policy. That particular policy is only aligns with our local plan, and we fall under East Valley SELPA's local plan.
Okay.
So that the language you see in there is part of Ed Code, but we are members of the East Valley SELPA.
Correct.
And so everything that we do is aligned with East Valley SELPA.
Well, wouldn't it make sense that our board policies also align with East Valley SELPA instead of having two different policies?
It does. that particular policy aligns directly with East Valley SELPA, and our district administrators as well as the community are also participants of East Valley SELPA. We also have the COG committee, the CAC, the Community Advisory Council for East Valley SELPA. So they have an opportunity to add input to that policy, the East Valley SELPA's local policy. So that happened, I believe, in January of this year. So before the East Valley SELPA updates their policies, they open it up to the community. So that particular one is just a comprehensive local plan that says that our district acknowledges that we have to provide services for individuals with disabilities. And then everything listed in that plan, that policy is all ed code. Other particular requests that the community has, that will come in other policy updates.
Okay, no, but my specific one is saying mandatory training for staff. I don't see it in this local plan.
That is correct. It will be in another policy.
What do you mean in another policy? I'm not understanding the part.
So we have several policies that need to be updated. And so I agree with establishing a committee to go over some of those policies, to add the language that some of our community members want in that policy. So there will be some policies that are specific to regards to training and how staff are trained. But that one is just, it's almost like an introduction that's just one policy over several policies that are going to come.
So this is like a general, and you're saying it's going to be in a sub.
Yes, exactly,
Okay, I
yes.
see what
yes.
you're saying. Okay, all right.
Okay, Board Clerk Montes?
Good evening, Dr. Scott.
Good evening.
I just wanted to tell you, you're doing an awesome job, and
You are.
I follow your department on Facebook, and I don't know if you noticed, I'm your biggest fan.
Yes, thank you.
Keep up the good work. You guys are doing an awesome job. I wanted to ask if, would it be possible to table this item so that the parents and other community members do get an opportunity to sit down with you and you can explain to them what can be
Changed and updated?
what can
Correct,
be
yes.
updated, changed, or you know, if certain items maybe are more appropriate, like you were saying, for other board policies.
Yes.
Would it be okay to bring this back?
Yes,
Is-
that
it's
is-
not, it's not time crucial?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
We're very flexible. I do want to extend an invite to everyone to come to November 7th, our next CPAC meeting. My CPAC vice chair is here, Mr. Joshua. But we also just talked about this on Monday night about reviewing board policy. So I am recruiting people to help. And on December 12th, we also have a listening session for our community to come and speak. And so that will be another way of getting information so we can rewrite our policies, improve our programs. So yes, that is not a problem at all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then one last comment regarding SELPA. We go back to Mr. Martinez. Years ago, we've made a goal to eventually develop our own SELPA. If we're a K-12 district with 25,000 students, we should have our own SELPA. Fontana has their own SELPA, even though they're twice as big, but Ontario Montclair is only K through 8, and they got their own SELPA. We got districts up here, up in the high desert, that are only 14,000 students. And for a district our size, we would like to see, eventually, once the district leadership settles and the team finalizes, that we really start working towards finding ways to develop our own SELPA. But nothing against East Valley SELPA. I think they've worked well for the district, but it'd be better for the district to work for itself. And hopefully you can help us with that, Dr. Scott, with your leadership moving
Yes.
forward.
Yes.
May I respond?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I think we all agree that you're doing, and your department is doing,
Thank
great
you.
work. Thank you.
Try.
I love the pictures.
One of the problems in developing our own SELPA, we have to have people to hire. If they're not out there to hire, we get sued. So we go back to SELPA exactly for that reason. So until people want to get into those positions, they want to learn about it, get certified, get their degree, we can't really develop a SELPA effectively because
If we build it,
people are
they
not
won't
there.
come. if we build it, they will build.
Well, I like to sort of help with the impasse. I think instead of doing the individual special ed policy where people think we need to put everything in this one, I think at the task force, you need to have all the policies so it could be placed. The items can be placed, because when you're looking and seeing just one in agenda, you're thinking this is missing.
This is all.
So, that's my suggestion, is sort of just pull all the special ed policies for the review, starting with your parent advisory meeting, pulling them up for different things, and so they can see how things are slotted. And that'll be more comprehensive. And so,
So if it's okay, can we pull tonight's
I agree.
item and bring it back after Dr. Scott's had an opportunity to sit with some of the parents?
Well,
and community members?
I would like to make a motion to pull.
well, let me
each
finish
one-
my comment. I was hearing
one.
you. So with that being said, if we sort of make that packet, and I don't want to rush because you have to give community members, parents, people time to schedule. And, so this might be a committee that'll be starting for, 2 or 3. So it's not that we want to see this back like next board meeting, because you wouldn't have time to contact or review or the next meeting, and pull all the policies together so they can look at that. Okay.
Dr. Lewis, if I might interject, I wanted to let the public know that the board policy that we're currently speaking about really is a more general overview, as we stated. If we really want to get the word out there, we're really looking at the 6,000 board policies, starting with 6159, which is individualized education program, and then point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. And I just saying that so that our families could start looking at those in the meantime. But yes, we can definitely pull the 0430 at this time and bring them back like as a group.
Thank you.
So I made a motion to pull it tonight. Can I get a second?
Do we need a
We need
second?
we need to
it's
sort of,
time.
we need to amend. Okay, so the approval of the second reading of the revised policy board 0443 comprehensive local plan for special education, with amendment of being pulled.
Yes,
Okay, all right, and so with amendment, we will get another first.
sent to committee.
Yeah, and sent to committee. With that amendment, we will get another first.
Oh, I would so moved.
Second.
Second, okay. Any further discussions?
Just to clarify, on the 7th, it's going to be at 5 p.m. We talked about the date, the location, but we didn't say the time. So 5 p.m. for the committee
At the bistro.
at the bistro.
Okay. All right, ready to vote by provincial board, student board member, Ms. Audrey Gonzalez.
Aye.
Okay. Board member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board clerk Montez.
Aye.
Vice President Martinez.
Aye.
And I.
Okay, we move on to Personnel Services Consent Item E5.1. Approved Personnel Report number 1346 for classified and certificated employees. Motion?
So move.
Second.
Okay. Have any questions and discussion? That was sort of, okay, individual, okay. All righty, so no question, discussion? Did you want to get your vote in, or you're out? Okay. Student board member Audrey Gonzalez?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Board member Dominguez?
Abstain.
Okay. Board clerk Montez?
Aye.
Okay, Vice President Martinez?
Aye.
And I.
Good night.
Okay, now we move on. Good night, Miss Audrey. We move on to discussion action items. F1, approve a renewal agreement with Renaissance.
So move.
Second.
Approve the renewal purchase of Illuminate Education's data and assessments module effective October 23, 2025 through December 31st, 2028 at a cost not to exceed $453,126.36 and to be paid from the general fund.
Okay, questions or comments? Okay, we had a motion and second.
So moved?
We already had one. Okay, so vote, preferential vote by student board member?
She left.
Yes, Ms. Williams is absent with good cause. And
Aye.
thank you, Mr. Dominguez. Clerk Montez? Aye. Thank you. Myself, aye. And temporarily absent is President Lewis. F2, would you please read?
Of course, F2, approve deductive change order and file a notice of completion for FAR Electric Incorporated doing business as FAR Builders for the Supanic Virtual Academy project.
Okay, motion and second, please.
So moved?
Thank you. And do you want to continue, please?
Yes, no problem. Approve deductive change order for FAR Electric Incorporated doing business as FAR Builders in the amount of $42,825.60 for the Supanic Virtual Academy project and revise the contract amount from $2,492,292 to $2,449,466.40. Accept the work completed on September 30th, 2025, and authorize district staff to file the notice of completion with the San Bernardino County Recorder.
Okay, questions or comment?
It's always nice when we get a deduction.
Getting
Yeah.
money back, yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
a completion.
Do I hear a ka-ching?
Normally the change orders are to
Increase.
Yes. Okay,
Aye.
thank you. Mr. Dominguez, Clerk Montez?
Aye.
Thank you. Myself, aye.
Thank you.
Do I hear Dr. Lewis? No, okay. She's absent. Continue, please, on F3.
Thank you, Vice President Martinez. F3, approve deductive change order number 2 and file a notice of completion for Hamel Concrete Incorporated for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School.
Okay, motion and second, please.
So moved?
Second.
Thank you. Continue.
Approve deductive change order number 2 for Hamel Concrete Incorporated in the amount of $7,425 for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School and revise the contract amount from $1,314,76 to $1,862,889.76 and accept the work completed on August 8, 2025 and authorize district staff to file the notice of completion with the San Bernardino County Recorder.
Thank you. Okay, comments, questions? Okay,
Just keep up the good work to whoever's in charge of overseeing the projects, because if the contract.
That's Miss Angie.
If the unused monies.
Thank you, Angie.
If the job is completed and the approved monies is not all used, thanks for getting that back.
Ms. Lopez.
Not everybody will give it back.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Dominguez.
Aye.
Okay, Clerk Montez.
Aye.
And myself, aye. Dr. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you. I want to revise my directive or my question request to Ms. Martha. Please continue reading.
Thank you, Vice President Martinez. Item F4, approve deductive change order and file a notice of completion for Premier West Landscape Incorporated for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School.
So move.
Second?
Approve the deductive change order for Premier West Landscape Incorporated in the amount of $12,146 for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School and revise the contract amount from $483,900 to $471,754. Accept the work completed on August 8, 2025 and authorize district staff to file the notice of completion with the San Bernardino County Recorder.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Vote by board member. Board member Dominguez?
Aye.
Board Clerk Montez?
Aye.
Vice President Martinez?
Aye.
And aye.
Item F5, approve deductive change order and filing notice of completion for Econo Fence Incorporated for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School.
So move.
Second.
Approve deductive change order for Econo Fence Incorporated in the amount of $37,390.86 for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School and revise the contract amount from $562,000 to $524,609.14 and accept the work completed on August 8, 2025 and authorize district staff to file the notice of completion with the San Bernardino County Recorder.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Vote by Board Member Dominguez?
Aye.
Board Clerk Montez?
Aye.
Vice President Martinez?
Aye.
And aye.
Item F6, approve a settlement agreement with RAN Enterprises Incorporated for the construction of 2 new 2-story classroom buildings at Eisenhower High School, project bid number 22-23-013. Thereafter, accept the project as complete and file the notice of completion.
So move.
Second.
Staff recommends that the Board of Education, 1, approve the settlement agreement with RAN Enterprises Incorporated to thereby provide for a full and final settlement of the compensation dispute through payment to the contractor of $45,000 to be paid from Fund 21 Building Fund and Fund 25 Capital Facilities Fund, and 2, thereafter, formally accept the project as complete and authorize district staff to file the notice of completion with the San Bernardino County Recorder.
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Vote by Board Member Dominguez?
Aye.
Board Clerk Montez?
Aye.
Vice President Martinez?
Aye.
And aye.
Item F7, deny liability claim number 252608.
So move.
Second.
Vote by Board.
Abstain.
I have a question. Do we, are we supposed to abstain?
yes.
Are we supposed to abstain
Yep.
on this?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna have to pull it.
Well, it'll just be sort of even, and they'll have to go back because we don't have 3, but we have to do the roll call. Okay.
Is this, does it have a timeline to it?
Dr. Ellis?
Liability claim?
Okay.
Okay, under those circumstances, we can require to get this passed, one of the board members.
I'm not doing it.
Can you get legal counsel on the line?
Can we come back to it?
Yes, we're doing that, thank you.
We can come back to it. Okay, so administrative hearing.
We move on to F8, administrative hearings. We have a motion.
So move.
Second.
Case numbers 252613 and 252614.
Well, by Board Member Dominguez,
Aye.
Board Clerk Montez,
Aye.
Vice President Martinez,
Aye.
and aye.
Item F9, stipulated expulsion.
So move.
Second.
Case number 252610.
Okay. Vote by Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Okay, Board Clerk Montez,
Aye.
Vice President Martinez,
Aye.
and aye. Okay. So at this time, before we go back and adjourn, I just wanted to read about in loving memory of Penny Angel. On behalf of the Rialto Unified School Board Education and Rialto Intern Superintendent Dr. Judy Wright, we regret to share information about the passing of Mrs. Penny Angel, a retired clerk typist in the Rialto Unified School District. Mrs. Angel was born on June 1 in Coronado, California, to Richard and Margaret Whitmore. She graduated from Indio High School in 1968, where she swam competitively, barrel raced, and attended the College of the Desert and California Baptist University in City of Riverside, where she also worked in the university records office. Ms. Angel began working at the Bank of America in the city of San Bernardino. Her late husband, Mr. Angel, began teaching at Cole Middle Junior High. And then she left the Bank of America to become finance manager at the Center Chevrolet in San Bernardino. After a decade, she decided to move her career to a local K-12 public education, where she was hired by Rialto Unified School District in 1993 as a clerk typist at Hughbanks Elementary School. She was reclassified as an interim clerk typist in 1995, and in 1999, she was reclassified as clerk typist 2 after 17 years in Rialto Unified School District. She retired from Hughbanks in 2010. And I'm going to go ahead and maybe Mr. Board Clerk Montez sort of mention while we're waiting of the passing of Mr. Okay, well, Mr. Jim O'Kelly.
Thank you. Yes, we ask that we adjourn tonight's meeting in loving memory of Jim O'Kelly, husband of former board member Nancy O'Kelly, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all the O'Kelly family and their loved ones.
Okay, thank you. And now we're going to move back to our F7. Dr.
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes, we will have enough time to bring that back to our next board meeting.
Okay, thank you. So we make a motion to go ahead and we're going to bring that back to our next board meeting.
Okay, I'll make the motion to bring it back.
Is there a second? I second. Okay. Still the same, me and you. All in favor, say aye.
Okay, because of,
Yeah, we don't have enough.
lack of votes.
Okay, there you go. So you've heard about the life that has been
I
lost.
abstain on that one. I'm going to abstain, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Abstain,
Yeah.
just for the record.
So we've heard about the loss of our longtime employee and the loss of the husband of our longtime employee, Mr. Kelly. So I want us to take 5 minutes, a moment of silence. Thank you.
We move on to adjournment. The next regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Rialto Unified School District will be held on November 12, 2025 at 7 p.m. at the Dr. John Casalunas Education Center at 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Materials distributed or presented to the Board of Education at the board meeting are available upon request from the superintendent's office.
So move.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
919.